This inspirational story is based on biblical values. Some scenes are fictional and created for educational purposes. There are moments in life when everything seems to fall apart. The heart grows heavy, the mind becomes restless, and every path appears blocked. We smile in front of others, while silently carrying burdens that no one can see. In those moments, the greatest need is not wealth, fame, or power. It is hope. The Bible reminds us that God is closest to those whose hearts are broken. Even when the world walks away, God remains beside His children. Long ago, in a quiet village, there lived a young man named Daniel. He was honest, hardworking, and kind, yet his life was filled with hardship. His father had passed away. His family struggled to survive, and every day seemed like a battle. Daniel prayed faithfully, but nothing appeared to change. As time passed, doubt slowly entered his heart. He began to wonder whether God had forgotten him. One evening, after another day of disappointment, Daniel climbed a small hill outside his village. He looked toward the sky with tears in his eyes and whispered, "Lord, I have tried my best. I have trusted you, but I feel so alone. Please show me that you are still with me." The wind gently blew across the hill. The stars slowly appeared in the night sky. Daniel opened the Bible he always carried with him. His eyes fell upon the words, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God." Those words touched his heart like a warm light breaking through darkness. For the first time in many months, he felt peace. The next morning, nothing around him had changed. His problems were still there, his debts remained unpaid, and he still had no secure job. But something inside him had changed. Instead of beginning his day with worry, he began it with prayer. Instead of focusing on fear, he chose to trust God's promises. Days turned into weeks. Daniel continued to work wherever he could. Some people laughed at him because of his faith. Others mocked him, saying, "If your God really loves you, why are you still poor?" Daniel simply smiled. He had learned that faith does not depend on circumstances. It depends on trusting God even when nothing makes sense. One afternoon, while traveling to a nearby town in search of work, Daniel became exhausted. He sat outside a small church to rest. An elderly man noticed him and kindly asked why he looked so troubled. Daniel shared his story honestly. The old man listened carefully before saying, "God is never late. He opens doors at the perfect time. Keep walking in faith." The elderly man happened to own a workshop. He offered Daniel a chance to work there. Daniel accepted with gratitude. He worked faithfully every day, treating every task as if he were serving God Himself. His honesty and dedication soon earned the respect of everyone around him. Months later, Daniel was promoted. His financial situation improved, but something even greater had happened. His heart had found peace. He no longer measured God's love by his possessions. He understood that true riches are found in faith, hope, and the presence of God. People began asking him what had changed. Daniel answered, "God didn't simply change my circumstances. He changed my heart first. Once my heart was filled with peace, everything else became easier to face." His words inspired many people. Some who had stopped praying returned to God. Others began reading the Bible for the first time. They discovered that Jesus had once said, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Those words became a source of comfort for everyone who heard them. Life, however, is never free from challenges. 1 year later, a fire destroyed the workshop where Daniel worked. Everything was lost overnight. Once again, he stood before uncertainty. Yet this time, he did not panic. He knelt down and prayed, "Lord, you carried me before. I trust you will carry me again." Within a short time, another opportunity came. A businessman who had heard about Daniel's honesty offered him an even better position. Daniel realized that sometimes God allows one door to close because he is preparing to open another far greater than the first. This reminded him of the story of Joseph in the Bible. Joseph was betrayed by his brothers, sold into slavery, falsely accused, and thrown into prison. Every chapter of his life seemed filled with suffering. Yet God never abandoned him. In God's perfect timing, Joseph became a leader who saved countless lives during a famine. What others intended for evil, God used for good. Daniel also remembered David. Before becoming king, David spent years running from danger. He hid in caves and lived with uncertainty. Yet through every trial, God was preparing him for his future. His greatest victories came after his hardest battles. Then Daniel thought about Noah. People laughed while Noah built the ark. They mocked his obedience because they could not see what God had already revealed to him. But when the flood came, the same obedience that seemed foolish became the reason his family survived. These stories taught Daniel one powerful lesson. God's timing is always perfect, even when we do not understand it. Years passed, and Daniel became known as a man of wisdom rather than wealth. Whenever someone came to him with a broken heart, he never promised an easy life. Instead, he pointed them toward God. He would say, "Storms are part of life. Even the strongest believers face pain. But faith is not believing that storms will never come. Faith is believing that God is in the boat with you during every storm." One day, a young boy approached Daniel with tears in his eyes. "I've prayed so many times," the boy said. "Why doesn't God answer me?" Daniel smiled gently. When a farmer plants a seed, he doesn't dig it up every morning to see if it has grown. He waters it, protects it, and waits patiently. Faith works the same way. God is always working beneath the surface, even when you cannot see it. Those words stayed with the boy for the rest of his life. Jesus taught the world that forgiveness is stronger than revenge, love is greater than hatred, and hope shines brighter than fear. Even while suffering on the cross, he prayed for those who hurt him. That incredible act of forgiveness changed history forever and continues to change hearts today. If your heart feels restless today, remember that you are not alone. God sees every silent tear. He hears every whispered prayer. He understands every hidden pain that no one else notices. Your current chapter is not the end of your story. The darkest night always gives way to dawn. The longest storm eventually passes. The deepest wound can be healed. The greatest disappointments can become the beginning of your greatest testimony. Hold on to faith when everything else feels uncertain. Trust God even when you cannot trace His plan. Keep praying even when the answer seems delayed. Keep loving even when others choose hatred. Keep believing because miracles often begin in moments that look completely hopeless. God has not forgotten your name. He has not abandoned your future. He is still writing your story, and His plans are always greater than your fears. So if your heart is restless today, lift your eyes toward heaven, take a deep breath, and remember this eternal truth. With God, hope never dies. Faith never stands alone. And no matter how dark the road may seem, His light is always strong enough to lead you home.